Bill, my dad's 46 years old and swimming in the Bermuda Triangle of midlife crisis. Oh, Jesus. He starved himself for 6 months and spent hours in the gym, not accomplishing much in the way of building muscle, but calls himself a beast. I love this guy. Add on every conversation leading to his workouts, him posting on Facebook like a 13-year-old girl, and him thinking he should be a personal trainer soon. How do I tell them that he's just skinny with his with his still ballooned head, and no 25-year-old wants to bang him without being a dick? How do you tell him that? Thanks for the advice. Jesus. You know what, dude? I don't think you get in the way of that one. I get it. You're embarrassed. Your dad is embarrassing you. All right? So what you have to do is you just have to get past your embarrassment of your dad. You know, at some point, as you get older, you just have to accept that your parents are who they are. They're going to do what they're going to do. And you just got to let go, and you got to bring your fucking chick over, whoever, your friends over, and don't try to control the situation. Just let them be the fucking crazy people that they are, all right? And here's two things that will maybe make it better. One, you're fucking crazy too, and number two, they're not half as crazy as you think they are. You just live with them, and you are fucking hypersensitive to everything that they do. The way they cough, the way they sneeze, okay? You know what I mean? It's like your friends are coming over, hearing that shit for the first time, so they're not even going to notice. I remember recently, I was hanging out with a buddy of mine. He's in his 30s. I'm in my 40s, all right? His dad's over there. His mom's downstairs, and his dad says to him, hey, where do they keep the blah, 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 blah? Just a normal question. And then my buddy goes, Dad, why don't you just go downstairs and ask her? Instead of walking around just always asking these questions. And I remember thinking, like, wow, this guy does that all the time, and this annoys the shit out of my buddy, and I didn't even notice it. All right? Now, I know that obviously this guy going to the gym and all that type of shit, he's just going to look like a skinny guy. All right? And if your dad really is a weirdo and he's a fucking spaz and all that, the person you're with is going to notice it. But if you're cool, I think you come off looking fine if you don't say anything. You just don't say anything. And, or you can just give the speech before you go up. If you're bringing friends in, just be like, yeah, my dad's a little nuts. I wouldn't even do that. Just let people figure it out. He's 46 years old, dude. And this, you got to give him. You got to cut him some slack. You're not 46 years old. All right? Someday, you're going to be right on that cusp. The final, like I am, the final porthole of anybody from the opposite sex remotely giving a fuck about you. And you do that. It's like this one time I saw this snake choke this goat to death. And the goat was like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? And at the last second, it just kicked its fucking legs like a maniac before it just died. That's what your dad's doing. I'm not saying he's going to die, but his pussy career, that's what he's right at that point where he's just flailing and kicking his legs, and it's going to happen. He's going to go to the gym. Something's going to snap, and then he'll just do some yoga or something. I don't know. There's no way to do it. Why are you going to do that to this guy? Okay, this is the one thing he has in his head. It's telling him that he looks good. Just let him fucking do it. Let him dye his hair and just look like a total jackass. And one day he'll notice. And if he doesn't, there's nothing you can fucking do about it. But you going over there and saying it, it's just going to cause resentment and a big fucking argument. Just try to find the fucking humor in it, in that total embarrassment of a father you have. All right? All right. Overrated, underrated for this week. Overrated. Black nail polish. Thanks, Kardashians. I'm sure this one came from your cum-gargling clothing line. Way to step it up, girls. The auto mechanic, goth, vampire, dead body look is lovely and sanitary. I haven't even know. That's how out of the pussy loop I am. Is that what women are wearing now? Underrated, free podcasts. Oh, isn't that nice? Thank you. Underrated. Quality over quantity. I haven't been laid in a while, but it's not because I don't want to. Okay, I'm not even reading the rest of this. No, wait. I haven't been laid in a while. It's not because, okay, no, you're right. You're right. I've somehow was reading that was like, you know, I haven't gotten laid in a while, but it's been my choice. I'm waiting for something good to come along. I thought that you were saying that. I guess you're not. All right. I haven't been laid in a while, but it's not because I don't want to. It's because I don't want the first chick. Oh, he is saying that. Because I don't want the first chick back to be anything less than a 9. Most of these broads inspire me to hit the drive-thru, rip a bowl, and get a good night's sleep. Ah, come on now. What are you, fucking Brad Pitt? I got no problem with you shooting for the stars here. All right? If you don't want to fuck with anything less than a 9, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to have a tremendous usual suspect lineup of pussy that you've gotten in your life. You know, why don't you settle into a 7 or an 8? See how that treats you. I'm telling you. Like the Nissan Maxima of pussy. You know, it's fast, it can handle, but also, you know, it's a 4-door sedan. It's very practical. You're sitting there going for that pussy that's a fucking 2-seater. Right? You know, you got to take it down, have the carburetor adjusted. They even have carburetors anymore. I don't fucking know. I'm serious, you know. The whole thing is you're sitting there, quality over quantity. You're looking at women just physically at this point, which is you're probably, yeah, you know what? You're in the prime of your life. I'm coming at you like some old man whose days are long past. And you should get yourself a nice girl. Don't listen to me. You're absolutely right. But, you know, hitting the drive-thru, becoming a fat fuck, and then smoking weed, I don't think that's going to get you a 9. Good night's sleep is good. Moisturize. Underrated. Reunions. All the chicks get fat and the dudes get the Baldwin domes. Except me and my friends. We win. They lose. Go to your reunion. Get shit-faced and let people know what you're made of. You know, I'd never been to a high school reunion. I've never been to one. First of all, I was out of the fucking mailing loop. You know, I think the senior class president was supposed to be the one who organized that, and we for some reason elected somebody who wasn't going to get that job done. So I've never gotten a fucking email until the last one, my 20-year one. I got I knew of because between 15 and 20 became the whole social medias, and then. What the hell was I doing? Oh, I was doing my uninformed radio show. So, plus, you know something? I get enough people that I went to high school with showing up at my shows, right? Isn't that the same fucking thing? I don't know. I would never go to a high school reunion. I don't think I'd ever go to one of those. It would just make me feel like a fucking loser. I don't know why. I do that. Like when I go to my hometown and I drive by my fucking high school, it just always makes me feel like a fucking loser. I look at it. And I was like, oh, God. I don't know what it is. I don't like going back. I like moving forward. Jesus Christ, am I all out of material for this week? And I got 9 minutes left? What the fuck am I going to do? All right, you want to hear my picks for this week? By the way, I fucking picked Kansas City 1 week too early. What they did against Pittsburgh last night was what I thought they were going to do against the Patriots. I zigged when I should have zagged. So this week I took Pittsburgh, given 10.5, and then I got fucked.